Remove the zeros. It's not to diminish the value of the currency or to keep the currency the same as you might hear from others. Special report on deleting the zeros. They tried to tell us there are good reasons for it and there are bad reasons for it. They are telling us 54 countries have done this in the past. They are using that as an example for our monetary reform. Frank, remove the cons and only pay attention to the pros. There is some good stuff out of Iraq today. Parliamentary conquest reveals an agreement to pass 2 controversial laws today. This is very important news. This is the personal status law and the return of real estate to its owners covered by some decisions of the dissolved Revolutionary Command Council law. These are settlements for other things that we were told we would see right before they do the dinar change in value. For me this is huge. To me this shows us how close we are. Developing the banking sector according to international standards. The central bank signs an agreement with the International Finance Corporation on the HCL. Money is moving and I expect to see an announcement any day now. I think it is completely done. Iraqi resistance ready for open war against Israel after Lebanon attacks as Iraqi Dinar investors, the headline we've wanted to avoid. They're talking about international. I can't stress that enough. They're going to need an Article 8 complaint, Article 14 compliant currency with the IMF. They're going to have to agree to those obligations, and that would mean a change of exchange rate to a real effective exchange rate. You stated that the zeros will be removed from the exchange rate. 0.00076 will equal 0.76 cents. The zeros are removed from value. An exchange does not represent value because it represents a ratio between 2 currencies, hence the key word being rate. The author of the Delete the Zeros program, Dr. Shabibi, clearly stated why the zeros were added to currency note due to inflation. As many articles have stated, the zeros will be removed from the nominal value of the currency note. Reviewing many articles, I do not recall seeing any article from the CBI or Iraqi government that is aligned with your multiple explanations of where the 3 zeros will be removed from. A speech that Dr. Shabibi gave, there was never a mention of removing zeros from an exchange rate. I very much believe October will be our month. I think we finally got off stuck in September and will see the fruition of it in October. Al-Sudani orders immediate investigation into missile attacks on Baghdad airport. Article 2, Interior, arrest of the commander of the force holding a site in Al-Amiriyah from which missiles were launched at Baghdad airport. Protesters are Iranian. They infiltrate Iraq because of what's going on. They want money. They don't want to lose Iraq, so they try to protest and they try to create chaos. They try to slow things down. They want to retard the process. It's not working. I don't think it's going to work. I am telling you that I know with 1000% certainty we will not see the RV until after the November 5th voting. In a conversation with my CBI contact on Saturday, I was told that if all goes well in the US elections, we can expect to see the preparation gearing to the reinstatement by the start of the project to delete the zeros and the swap out of the larger notes for the smaller denominations. I was told this is now planned to begin shortly after the voting is over and the winners are announced. I was told we might have to wait for the inauguration ceremony to conclude to see the reinstatement occur. Member of the Parliamentary Foreign Relations Committee, Haider al-Salami, renewed today, Wednesday, the committee's demand to preserve Iraq's sovereignty, noting that Iraqi sovereignty is incomplete unless the international coalition forces withdraw. Al-Salami told Al-Maluma Agency, the committee is in favor of a complete withdrawal of international coalition forces from Iraqi territory to achieve full Iraqi sovereignty. He added that the understandings between Washington and Iraq must be in the interest of Iraq to ensure the preservation of the country's sovereignty, which is above all considerations. He pointed out the government's ability to take appropriate decisions to preserve Iraq's sovereignty, security and stability. He stressed the need to end the presence of international coalition forces, especially American forces. The Prime Minister of the Kurdistan Regional Government, Mesrour Barzani, inaugurated today, Wednesday, Erbil Copper and Cables Company, which consists of 6 factories and is considered the first factory for copper, wires and cables in the Kurdistan region and Iraq. The company's representative, Sadiq Mohammed, said in a speech he delivered during the opening ceremony of the factory, in the presence of Mesrour Barzani, this factory, which was built on an area of 70 dunams, contains several factories for producing wire